Hello guys, welcome to Viva Barca, welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, and of course welcome to the home of every Barcelona lover. Guys, in this interesting episode we are going to be discussing some very interesting stories, but some not really interesting depending on how you take it. So first and foremost, we'll start with Sergio Aguero. We all know Aguero have been linked with Barcelona over the past couple of months or so. As the report just came out today, Aguero will be set for his medicals immediately after the Champions League final. Of course, we know the Champions League final between Chelsea and Manchester City, so we just have to fold our arms and see what happens after that. As I said, it's not certain, but Aguero is likely to be a Barcelona player come next season, and he will be set for his medicals immediately after the Champions League final as per report. Secondly, we are going to be discussing about Antoine Griezmann's future at Barcelona. Guys, just recently Juventus just raised their interest for Antoine Griezmann, and it was even funny to me as they termed that interest potential Cristiano Ronaldo's replacement. Of course, Juventus is still in a very tricky position right now at the Serie A table, and they risk not qualifying for the Champions League. And of course, with that in mind, they know Cristiano Ronaldo will not be part of that team if they don't go to the Champions League, and they are seeing Antoine Griezmann as being the replacement of Cristiano Ronaldo. And the funny thing again about the news is the board members of Barcelona and Joan Laporta are very open for a sale, given the fact that Antoine Griezmann, let's not forget, is one of the most paid players for FC Barcelona. After Lionel Messi, I think he's the second most paid player for FC Barcelona, and of course, the president of Barcelona, Joan Laporta, sees it economic-wise that it will be somehow affordable for Griezmann to let go, and of course, that money can at least bring the pay and Aguero to Barcelona, and they can have some good playing time there. Thirdly, we are going to be discussing about Sergi Roberto, as the new board members of FC Barcelona have taken a very huge decision to put Sergi Roberto on the market. And lastly, we discuss about Real Sociedad sensation Alexander Isak's view concerning the recent transfer rumors that was linking him with Barcelona. So guys, that's what we're going to be discussing today. So get yourself ready, stay connected, stay tuned, and if you haven't clicked on that subscribe button, ensure you do so, because here on Viva Barca, it's all about FC Barcelona. Welcome again guys. Manchester City striker Sergio Aguero could undergo his medical with Barcelona immediately after the Champions League final, according to reports from Mundo Deportivo. The Argentine is expected to leave the Citizens when his contract expires this summer, and he has been fancied to make the switch to the Camp Nou. The Catalan Giants have already held talks with his representative over a free transfer, and it is reported that the deal is 80% done with a few formalities left. Aguero is likely to undergo his medical shortly after the Champions League final against Chelsea, and a 2-year deal could be signed by May 31st, I think. If the logistics don't work out, the move could be delayed until July, with the striker due to play for Argentina in the World Cup qualifiers and Copa America. We all know Aguero has been linked to a move to the Camp Nou for several months now, and it appears that the Blaugrana are very close to landing his signature. The club have had a disappointing season by their high standards, but they have missed the presence of a genuine number 9 in their ranks. They opted against finding a replacement after offloading Luis Suarez last summer, which has led to an over-dependence on Lionel Messi. The Argentine has scored 35 goals this term. Griezmann is the only player who has reached double figures with 14. Aguero has had a tough season with injuries, coronavirus, and competition for places, and there are no question marks over his quality in the final third. The 32-year-old would provide an upgrade on the club's only genuine striker in Martin Braithwaite. His arrival is likely to convince Lionel Messi to extend his stay. Messi's contract expires on June 30th. Aguero shares a close bond with his compatriot, and it is anticipated that Messi will soon put pen to paper on a new deal. Aguero, who is valued at £22.5 million by Transfermarkt, has registered 258 goals and 74 assists from just 388 appearances for Manchester City. Amidst a chaotic end to Barca's season and title hopes, President Joan Laporta has hinted that the board will assess the future of some of the heavyweights in the squad. Amongst these, one of the names in that list is Antoine Griezmann. According to Sport, the board does not see a swap deal with João Felix as a viable option though. However, they are aware of the interest from Juventus. Juventus look to set to crash into the UEFA Europa League next season. It's improbable that Ronaldo will continue for the Bianconeri and miss out on Europe's elite competition. Juventus are clear, very clear, that they need to replace the five-time Ballon d'Or winner with a huge signing. And the Italian side considers Griezmann to be a perfect fit. Just like Barca, Juventus also find themselves in a very tricky financial situation in terms of liquidity. The Catalan club considers a one-year loan to be a realistic option. This would mean that Juventus would take over the World Cup winners' enormous wages. Barca believes that such a move will restrict the already overflowing wage bill to some extent. On the sporting level, Griezmann's departure will allow the possible signing of Sergio Aguero and Memphis Depay to have an extended playing time. The management also believes that these two marquee players can replace the French forward, who has scored 19 goals and registered 12 assists so far this season. Sources close to Griezmann have cited that he wishes to continue at Barcelona and aspires to be an integral part of the rebuild at Camp Nou. The former Atletico forward does not see himself playing for any other club at the moment. He has a contract until 2024 and there is very little the board can do if the player does not want to leave. As of late, there have also been reports about a possible swap deal with João Felix. We all know that. Currently, the board does not seem to be interested in such a move. Atletico's president Enrique Correzo also rubbished the rumors of any such move. However, the Spaniard also expressed his desire to resign Griezmann if an opportunity comes forward. Sergi Roberto has had a season to forget so far. In all forms, he endured 3 long-term injuries and registered a string of poor displays whenever he stepped on the pitch. According to Sport, the newly elected board does not consider Roberto to be part of Barca's future. Joan Laporta has already stated that come summer, there will be a massive overhaul of the current first-team squad. Earlier reports from Spain stated that the board plans to extend the Catalans fullback contract with reduced wages. However, with Emerson's possible arrival, the decision to discard Roberto does not seem to be an absolute shocker, With 2 young promising fullbacks in the squad, the playing time for Roberto would be surely limited. Given the astronomical wages of Roberto, it's wise to let him go almost immediately. The biggest complication in his departure would be his contract, which runs out in June 2022. It's unlikely that any club across Europe will be willing to pay the fullback what he earns currently. If Roberto does not get any suitors in the summer transfer window, he will be free to negotiate with any club as a free agent in June 2022 when his contract runs out. That is, without the Barca coffers receiving any financial injection for his goodbye. This has been a worst season in recent years for the Spaniard. He has only played 1,198 minutes across all competitions, his lowest number since the treble-winning season in the 2014-15, we quite remember, which was also the penultimate season for Dani Alves. Roberto is also aware of his poor form as he posted an emotional message on social media after the injury, which cut his season short. And going by what he said on social media concerning his poor form, he said, "When things go wrong, you have to get up and do everything you can to change it. I am going through difficult times, physically and mentally. With work and positivity, I want to go back and enjoy what I like the most." Roberto has proved to be one of the most versatile players Barca has ever had. He could still prove to be an important part of the future. However, the board believes that his time at the Camp Nou has come to an end. Alexander Isak has called for calm amid suggestion that the Real Sociedad forward has emerged as a transfer target for FC Barcelona ahead of this summer's window. The 21-year-old has been in impressive form at club level during the 2020-21 campaign, scoring 16 times in 33 La Liga appearances. A recent report claimed that Barca had identified the Sweden international as a summer target, with a forward likely to be more affordable than Borussia Dortmund Erling Braut Haaland. Isak, though, has said he feels very good at Real Sociedad and is planning on being with the Basque club heading into the 2021-22 season. The fans need to be calm, he said. My objective is to finish the season in the best possible way. There is one game remaining and I have said that I feel very good here, Isak told El Dario Vasco. No one knows what will happen in the future, neither you nor I. I take everything calmly. I have a contract with Real Sociedad and returning after the summer is the plan. Isak, who struggled to make his mark during a previous spell at Borussia Dortmund, has now scored 32 goals in 88 appearances for his current club in all competitions. So guys, with this, we come to an end of this episode and I hope you did enjoy the video. If you haven't clicked on that subscribe button, ensure you do so to always stay up to date with everything Barcelona here on Viva Barca. Until next time, bye bye.